Well, today in New Haven, people came together for a tradition that's been going strong now for more than half a century, the Martin Luther King Jr. Love March. This is the 56th year the march has been held, honoring Dr. King's life, legacy, and his message of unity and justice. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson reports from New Haven on how this tradition has continued for so long.
Every year in New Haven, people march on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday to keep his legacy alive. And while it may be my first march, some people have been here for years on years, trying to pass the knowledge down to younger generations.
These feet traveled a little more than a mile Thursday morning in New Haven. And these chants are carrying Dr. King's dream into the next generation. Reverend Kennedy Hampton Sr. is part of a generation that adopted Dr. King's message.
My father started the Love March 56 years ago, honoring the love and the tradition of marching, remembering the civil rights movement and our desire to fight for justice. 56 years later, we're still marching, trying to help another generation to understand that it's about resilience and not retreat.
The marching crowd isn't just made up of the Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church congregation, but people from outside of New Haven and elected officials like Mayor Justin Elliker.
This year, it's particularly important given everything going on in Washington. We see what's happening in Minneapolis, and New Haven's coming together to stand up for what we care about and our values. And that's a welcoming community to make sure we support the most vulnerable, make sure that we support equal justice for everyone.
Mayor Elliker has marched every year since he's been elected. Others have been doing it even longer.
How long have you been doing this march?
16 years. I've been doing this my whole life.
Your whole life.
Reverend Hampton's grandson, Carter Christie, has been marching with his grandfather for 10 years now.
I love helping our culture, showing that we really have love for this family. No, there shouldn't be violence and all that.
Even though Dr. King's dream applied to a 1960s America,
it's systemic injustice.
Pastor Hampton says that dream still applies today.
If we think about the core of the message was fighting for justice, right? Equality. Today we see we need it more than ever before, right? We got an administration that's trying to erase the history of African American people. So if we ever needed to keep the dream alive, I believe it's today.
Every year the march is on Dr. King's birthday, January 15th. Whether it rains, snows, or the sun is shining, New Haven will hear chants of unity, social justice, and above all, love.
Pastor Kennedy Hampton Sr. said the church is already looking towards next year's march, the 57th annual. They want to do a silent march that honors the legacy of the 1917 NAACP Silent Protest Parade. In New Haven, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.